It means a lot for me to be able to be here with you guys
No,
today.
that's cool.
So.
Thank you. That's
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. But how did it feel? I mean, with everybody being back, how was this whole process with the new album? I mean, was it like just getting back on a bike and riding again? I mean, was it kind of seamless when you guys were recording the new album?
I mean, once we started writing together again, yeah, I think it was very quick. There was no time where we had to like readjust or kind of like figure anything out. I feel like we just started writing and things just clicked. You know, yeah, it was like riding a bike.
You know, people have asked how is the writing different now for this album for it was Tell All Your Friends, and we're like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing. Like, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's exactly the same except with less yelling at each other.
Right, yeah. Except we're not like 19. And,
Nobody's storming off and crying and sulking about something.
yeah.
Maturity level, you guys have grown.
Yeah. No, that's a real thing, man. That's a real thing. Like,
Yeah.
if someone's offended or anything happens, whatever, it's like, usually, like, just figured out immediately. You know what I mean? Like, so that was the difference.
Made it a lot easier than it sounds like it was just that much easier than it ever was. What was the biggest challenge then for you guys on this album when you were either writing it or recording it?
I think the challenges came in after we wrote our whole batch of songs, and then we had to start refining them with our producer, Eric Valentine. And we also had to kind of decide which songs were the strongest and which ones we were gonna really focus on. And you know, that was kind of a tough process of, you know, figuring out which ones were the ones to really work on, and then which ones were gonna just be cut. And then that whole process of like constantly trying to improve songs, and even though you feel good about it, having this mindset of, well, we can still make it better, let's keep working on it. That was you know, that was more challenging than the initial writing sessions, I'd say.
Congratulations on the July Alternative Press cover too, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you know, how have the fans reacted to everybody being back together? I mean, what feedback have you guys heard?
Well, people have been very happy. You know, it's a cool thing because it sometimes feels like the fans are exactly as happy as we are. You know, there's just like this mutual excitement about it all. And that's really cool. One person said, in some interview, someone relayed a quote from a fan that said it was like going to our concert was like having dinner with your parents after they were reunited from being divorced.
That's really funny.
Sitting down to dinner with your parents, yeah, like at their first meal after they've been reunited from a divorce
And
or
they're
separation.
getting along, so
Yeah,
well.
that's the important thing. Yeah, they're getting along.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's good. Well, even listening to this album, it's like, I don't know. It just makes me feel good because it's like, you know, that's Taking Back Sunday the way I know it, the way it started.
Yeah.
It's back to the roots of it all, you know. And
It is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
It's the Taking Back Sunday. It is what Taking Back Sunday
how it started and
started as,
Yeah.
right? Not even just musically, but like just who we are as people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like what the band, like the morals that the band had, and like, you know what I mean. That got lost with like when you bring people in that didn't know, that weren't there when we were playing in front of 4 people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's also back. So that's, you know, yeah.
Yeah.